everyone, if you want to get inspiration, motivation, and hacks about life, career, and writing, this is the channel for you. I am ERR Stories, and welcome to Life Thoughts and Inspirations TV.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Life Thoughts and Inspirations TV. I am ERR Stories, and for today's episode of Conversations with ERR Stories, we are very happy to have with us today someone who has written a book entitled Listed and is out in the market through Kindle, Indigo, Kobo, Google Play, Amazon, among others. With us today is no other than Miss LJ Kerry, who will be sharing her story of how she got to write the book and at the same time her writing tips to all the writers out there. So without further ado, hello LJ, how are you today?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm actually excited because seeing you in via Zoom is like wow. Because you've mentioned that I'm the first one to interview you, and
Yes.
this is your launching of a book, right? So super thank you for granting this.
It's okay. So I launched last Sunday, so it's exactly a week since launch. So, and you're the first one who's offered to do an interview. So this is fun to do. I'm really excited.
Wow. Okay, I won't go around the bush anymore. So I'd like to ask, what inspired you to write?
So I've always been like an absolute lover of books. So books have been in my obsession for the longest time. And then I watched the movie adaptation of Inkheart, and I was like, oh my God, I want to create a book where the characters come to life. And that's what I decided to start doing. And I've been writing books ever since watching that movie.
Okay, so how old were you then? I mean, when did you start writing? Who inspired you?
That was around the age of 10, and I've just been writing ever since.
Wow, so you've been writing since 10 years old.
Yes.
Amazing. So what is your inspiration apart from that thing that you've watched?
I think my family have always been like a family of writers. So my aunt was like a poet when she was younger, and I think because of their encouragement with writing and reading, then that's definitely inspired me as well.
Okay, yeah. All right. So what's the turning point of you as a writer?
I think the turning point for me as a writer and wanting to get published was thinking, okay, I've got a story here, and everyone was like, I can see this as a movie. So I started making those steps to be like a published author.
Okay, and yeah, so that's the story Listed.
Yes, that was the one. So everyone was like, oh, I can see this as a movie, and so I thought, okay, I better get this published, because I was writing it for fun at first, and then everyone was enjoying it too much, so I thought, get it out there.
All right. Okay. So tell us more about your writing journey. So from 10 years old, you said that's when you developed writing, and now you're 23, right? So what's your writing journey like?
So my writing journey was quite a hard one. So I started writing for fun at 10 years old. I didn't think anything of it. And I just kept writing short stories. So I tried different genres. So children's work, I tried horror stories. And I won a poetry competition back in 2010. So I tried some poetry as well. And then I also started to try to go traditionally published. So I didn't self-publish then. But that didn't work out too well, and it actually left me wanting to give up writing completely, because I got some quite harsh comments from agents. So after giving up writing for a little bit, I decided to start writing again this year, actually, because of the pandemic. I was out of work for 2 years, and with needing a job, I was like, I love writing. I don't know why I gave it up. So I carried on, and like now I have like listed published. So that's going to be my full-time job now.
Wow. Okay. So, there's really a point in our lives as writers that, sometimes you get to be discouraged, right?
Yes,
And
definitely.
yeah, and it's good that because of this pandemic, you had time to go back to the very first love.
Yes, definitely.
What is your writing style, LJ?
So I don't really know my own writing style, but I do like to take inspiration from other writers, which is a good thing that I do. So I sometimes copy writing styles from other authors, like bestsellers, and I implement them into my own work. So that's the approach I take with it.
Okay. Do you have like a daily routine? Do you write in the morning or in the afternoon?
I mainly write whenever I get inspiration, to be honest. So if I'm bored, I will literally just open up the manuscripts and start writing down ideas. Or like if I'm reading and an idea comes to me, I'll just start writing it down until like I can't write anymore or I get stuck.
Okay. How long do you usually stay by your computer to write?
So lately, because I'm doing National Novel Writing Month, I will usually spend around 3 to 5 hours writing like the book just to get the word count up there.
Wow.
And then throughout the day, I'll usually, like on a normal day, I would usually spend like an hour writing like parts of it, and then I'll just start relaxing after that.
Okay. Do you have a special writing secret?
Special writing secret. I think it's just if you can't write, just don't try to force it. Like, do it when the inspiration comes to you.
Okay. All right. So what are some of your tips to aspiring writers out there?
I think it's definitely don't give up. So, like, those who are querying agents, like I've been there, and I can just honestly say, don't give up. You'll regret it. Like, self-publishing is an option. So if you have been rejected like multiple times, like I did, then like it's definitely the best option to look into self-publishing, because then you'll get your book out there. You don't have to like wait. So like you don't need approval for anybody. Your work is out. Your work is fine, basically.
Okay. Yeah, that's true actually. Because right now, what's good with the trend now is with the age now is we can do so much, right? With self-publishing, we just have to be diligent as well and disciplined, right?
Yeah,
and really stay motivated, I guess.
Yeah, definitely stay motivated, and definitely don't like think, oh no, I can't write today. That's fine. You can take a break. Like, you don't need to continuously write every single day. You can take a break.
Okay, so any writing motto that you have?
My writing motto is just write. So even if it's bad, just write. Like, you can fix it later. Like, you've got like more drafts to do. Just write.
Yeah, that's right. That's true, because some writers, I mean, those who would like to write, they have a lot of stories in mind.
Yeah.
But, they don't get to actually write. So you're correct, LJ. You just have to write and you'll get there.
Yeah, you'll get there eventually, even if it's bad. Just continue. Like, we don't care. You can fix it later.
Correct, that's true. Okay, now let's talk about your book. What is the story behind your book listed?
So listed, the story behind it is just basically things will get better. So if it's in like a bad if you're in a bad situation, things will get better. So that's the underlying story of it, because it is about them breaking from like a strict regime. And then they're finding hope in that regime, to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what are your future plans about in your book?
My future plans, so it is the first book in a series. So at the moment, I am writing a sequel of that. I don't know how many books are going to be there yet, but future plans are obviously get more readers, so which is why I'm partially doing this interview, but then also find like inspiration to get the sequel out there and hope everyone loves it, to be honest.
All right. Okay. Any other message you wish to share to our viewers?
So if you are an inspiring writer, I've been talking my notes. Honestly, like you've got this, and I really hope like you become a bestseller one day.
Yeah, thank you for that. Before we end, I'd like to ask about, because you've mentioned about self-publishing, so we go back a little bit. Is it okay, LJ, if you walk us through how do we go about self-publishing, especially for writers out there?
So what I personally did, I used Amazon as obviously finish your manuscript, to be honest. So that's the biggest thing, finish it. And then what you like with self-publishing, you have to do everything. You are essentially setting up your own publishing house. So once you finish that, you need to look for a professional editor. So Grammarly, that is not something to replace an editor. Like, there's no question, you've got to hire an editor. And then you need to look for a cover designer. So if you are a graphic designer, that cuts the cost out. So I'm personally a graphic designer, so I made my own cover.
Wow.
Yeah, so that cut a big cost out for me, because I can do my own cover. But with that, then you need to hire a formatter. But if you can't afford that, then Draft to Digital, that can definitely format your manuscript for you. Only thing with that, you need to buy like an ISBN number. So that's like quite a tricky cost, but like it's worth it in the end. So one thing I do suggest not doing is signing up for Kindle Select. It does work for everyone, but it doesn't. Yeah, it can work for some people, but it doesn't work for everybody. But if you want to get your book in like other shops, then you definitely don't want to sign up for Kindle Select. So personally for me, I never signed up for it. So my book is allowed to be out in literally like Barnes and Noble. It's like in Google Play, everything like that. So if you want to do something like that big, then definitely don't do that.
All right.
Yeah.
And then maybe our viewers can just follow you in your account, so they get to know more about self-publishing. Okay. At this point, I give you the opportunity to invite our viewers to get a copy of your book.
So it's available on Amazon, Kindle, Amazon Kindle, Kobo, Google Play, Indigo, literally any good place. Like you can get ebooks, or then that's where you can find my book.
All right. We will be posting also the links of LJ in the description of this video, so that you get to have a copy of that. Thank you so much, LJ. I am so happy that you've taken time to share some tips for our viewers. And my key takeaway in this interview is you said for us really to start writing. So there was a point in your life when you had to stop a bit, but it doesn't mean that as writers we stop forever, because it's it's our passion and that's our love.
Yeah, so if you love writing, like even if you give up for a while, like come back to it, and like you can make it happen then. Like if you just need a break, step back, then you can come back to it later on.
All right. Thank you so much, LJ. I like your background. It says the believe. So as writers, right? Correct. As writers, we have to believe in what we can do, just like what LJ Kerry did. And now she's reaping the harvest of her hard work. So thank you so much, LJ. I hope for the success of your book. And
thank you.
Yes, let's keep connected. Thank you so much. God bless you, LJ.
Thank you. God bless you as well. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to your friends. And yes, always remember Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Bye-bye!